Okay, so we've done the hip lateral rotator stretch. Alright, so now you should be able to bend her hip a lot more, and we saw that she was able to. So now we're going to need to address the fact that she doesn't have a whole lot of bend in her knee. Alright, so if we assess Liz's knee flexion, so go ahead and sit up here. There you go. We can test it that way, or if she just kind of sits up, actually lie down, and we're going to take a measurement of that left knee, flat on your back, the other way. All right. So if we take a look at, well, that's the other leg, left leg. Sorry, folks. Our assistant here is has low blood sugar. Okay. So if Liz bends this knee, that's the problem leg. This is the one that had the ACL repair, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So we measure from here to there, to there. She's got plenty of flexibility in her knee to warrant a full squat, but we're looking at 144 degrees. All right. So this is what it looks like. 144 degrees. Okay. So how do we loosen this big muscle? So go ahead and sit up for a second. All right. The quadricep is mainly that. It's 4 muscles. So you have, go and lock that knee out. There you go. So you have somewhere in there. This is actually more prominent because that's the stronger leg. There you go. There's, go ahead, lock. There. You see that? That's called your vastus medialis obliquus. We'll call it the teardrop. And you can relax that leg. And you can see, come up with this leg again. See that big hulking muscle on the outside? All right. Some of you advanced CrossFitters have that. That's called your vastus lateralis obliquus. That happens to take up a lot of real estate. So we're going to try to loosen that up. Not to say that this, the teardrop, go and lock that out again, doesn't hold any problems. It can give you problems along the inside of the knee. If you have problems on the outside of the knee, or lower your knee down just a little bit, right here, all right, that's called your tibial tuberosity. If that is tight, that means this whole unit, this whole quadricep has tightened up. So, how do we release it? So what Liz is going to do is she's going to stand up first. And she's going to take that lacrosse ball, and on the left thigh, of course, as we're working on the left thigh, she's going to roll that up and down just to see exactly where the knot is. Alright, once she determines where that knot is, she's going to go and lie down on that ball. So she's going to be face down. Alright, so this is going to be very, very painful, as you might imagine. Now, mind you, she's on a nice, comfortable, cushy mat. Alright. And Liz is going to slowly lower herself onto her forearms, all flat on her belly. Yeah, oh, there's still daylight there. Okay. Now, clearly we have pressure on that trigger point. You see that? Alright, so now Liz is going to take that left leg, and this is called a pin and stretch. We pin the muscle, we stretch the muscle. Okay, go ahead, bend. 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 Yeah, alright, you can hear that. I'm pretty sure you can hear that. Now, she's not deliberately trying to do this slow. She's doing it because it's painful. You do not want to run fast with this movement because you are stretching fascia. You're releasing a trigger point. By the way, fascia is like plastic. You can't stretch it too fast, otherwise it'll tear. Alright? And she's going to do this for how long? How long, Liz?
Couple minutes.
Couple of minutes. Alright, if you didn't understand that, that means 2 minutes. So she's going to do this for a couple of minutes. Now, you see how long that muscle is. Alright, it goes from the hip all the way down to the knee. So feel free to explore somewhere here, there, all the way down. The number 1 rule with rolling is you should never roll. There you go. So she's adjusted. You should never roll over bone. Okay? So, she's going to do that a couple of times. Now, there is another technique using a rolling pin. In this case, we're going to use a wooden dowel. It's a form of a rolling pin. And we're going to show you how to release that. Okay, so